The Middle Ages, not the Dark Ages. From around the year 500 to around the year 1500, 1,000 years of time. A lot of things changed in that time. But what I can almost certainly say is that everything you think you know about that time is wrong. Lies. Lies you have been told by popular culture. Knights, ladies in pointy hats, there's some truth to it, but a lot of the things that you've been told are just completely wrong. First one, people thought the world was flat. You know the only time that people widely believe that the world is flat? Right now. Which is true. People did not believe it then. A second myth, people only live to the age of 30. While the average life expectancy was about 30, that's due to the fact that many people died in childhood due to diseases that we now have vaccines for. If someone lived to the age of 30, they were very likely to live to 50, 70, even 80 sometimes. Another myth about the Middle Ages, people were dirty all the time. The fact is, people love to be clean. And one of the most popular places in any medieval town was the public baths, because that's where you got the best gossip. Another myth about the Middle Ages, that women had no power. Eleanor of Aquitaine is laughing at you right now. The fact is that women in pre-conquest England had more rights than women did under Queen Victoria in the 19th century. Women were writers, they were queens, they were playwrights, they were composers, they did all kinds of things. And in fact, the church, far from oppressing women, actually often gave them a place to shine. Another myth about the Middle Ages, that England was completely filled with white people during that whole time. There were lots of people from the Middle East and from Northern Africa who had made their way into Europe even before the Crusades began. But we have a lot of art from that time that shows people were well acquainted with a variety of people from different backgrounds. So as Eleanor of Aquitaine once said, you have a lot to learn about the Middle Ages, but you have learned a few things already today, and hopefully you can now go correct all those people who get everything wrong.